So in today's episode, I thought I will take a different approach and probably give an insight about a book that I really enjoyed reading and was very useful in some of my product manager interview rounds. So this is a book called The Cracking the PM Interview. It is a fairly giveaway that it is a book tailored to folks who are attending PM interviews. But also, if you're a product manager and would like to know more about the role and what and how to be better in what you do, I think the book is quite handy. So you keep hearing this phrase, there is no right answer in a product manager interview round. I think that is incorrect. You do have to make certain assumptions, and the merit of your assumptions and the data that you use in those interview role and the position itself. I think one of the reasons why I like this book a lot is it is interlaced with examples from various companies and how their product cultures are shaped, to the extent that you also get to know from Google, from Amazon, from Facebook, from Twitter, from Yahoo, and a few other companies about how the decision to hire a PM is actually made. It helps you helps you get insights on what to expect in some of these interview questions, and it's actually very different in each of these companies. For example, in Google, there is actually a round where you're asked technical questions, and some of the chapters in the book help you with some of those questions and how you approach them. It also gives you basics of some of the tech questions that might come up during these product manager rounds. The book also has sample questions. It also has sample resumes that you can format and change your resume to. It also has online resources where you can download resume templates. But just to give you two examples, it has designer questions. For example, design Google Maps for schools. So you would have to actually think about the use cases of Google Maps, think about how users are using Google Maps on a daily basis, either for commute or for traveling, but also from a school student or a parent point of view, and see how they would use Google Maps. So it's a very interesting insight into how a product manager would think, and some of these questions probably even get repeated as is in these product manager interview rounds. The other set of questions which I also liked was the estimation questions. One of the biggest mistakes that I have seen across the board is when you ask an estimation questions, like for example, what is the number of a specific brand of cars in San Francisco, for example. You tend to think about the ways of approaching the problem, but in that heat of the moment, you sort of forget to give the actual number that the interviewer is asked for. And I think that's a big no-no. I think you need to provide a number, and sometimes, and what the book also recommends is you provide an equation at how you arrived at that number. So it sort of gives you a complete guide on answering some of these estimation questions. The authors of the book, Gail Lachman McDowell and Jackie Bavaro, have actually worked at various of in all of these companies. So it sort of delves into their experience, and their storytelling comes out very vividly in throughout the course of this book. If you're done with the book and you still need more practice questions, there's a link below the video, thepminterview.com, where it gives you practice questions that might come up in your interview. So even if you're a product manager who is not appearing for a PM interview, I think this is a great toolkit to have. It's more of a checklist in that case, where you, when you're going through your day-to-day role, you can evaluate on some of the things that you're doing right and some of the things that you need to reprioritize. It helps you with some of the factors by giving you frameworks and real-life examples that you could actually apply in your day-to-day role. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you buy the book, and if you have any feedback, do leave it in your comments below, and don't forget to share the video. See you next time on Slice Bread.